Again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to the Red River Kart Club on night number 2 of the Christian Brother Ford 2020 Summer Shootout. Gonna get the show underway with our novices for their heat race round number 1. Starting on the pole for this heat race should be the 30 of Oliver Springer outside E6 Hunter Vellerud. In row number 2, 15X Liv Schmitz and 67X Chase Kenyon. Row number 3, that'll be 29 Eden Vellerud and 49 Skyland Bloom. And your final starter in 15, that'll be Blake Bogart. We have 6 out of the 7 karts ready to start on this one here. Coming out turns 3 and 4. Green flag is out, and here we go. Into turns 1 and 2 we go. A little roughing up. We're going to continue on. Owen Springer going to lead lap number 1 here in 30. In second, that'll be the 67X of Chase Kenyon. And in third, 15X Liv Schmitz, E6 Hunter Vellerud, 49 Skyland Bloom, and a 29 of Eden Vellerud. Down into turns 3 and 4 we go, knocked out another lap. And Owen Springer looking good. Out front in the 30 machine, starting to walk away from this one here a bit. Half of straightaways that go down into turn number 3. Battle is for second right now between 67X Chase Kenyon and 15X Liv Schmitz. Little hip check. And give the spot to the 15 here. And 3 wide down the back straightaway. It's Skyland Bloom going to get 2 for 1 that time by. Oh, a little bit of contact though, and into the infield. Skyland Bloom going to continue on here. It'll be Owen Springer in the 30, Liv Schmitz 15X, E6 Hunter Vellerud, 67X Chase Kenyon, 29 Eden Vellerud, 49 Skyland Bloom. That's your running order. Another lap, no change in the order. Still about a half a straightaway lead from Owen Springer to the 15X of Liv Schmitz as they come by this time. Now Hunter Vellerud going to close in. Laps winding down. White flag is out from the Fargo Flash Jesse Skalicki. We got one more lap to go. And coming around to get the checkered flag, that'll be number 30. Owen Springer. Oliver Springer, excuse me. 15X, Liv Schmitz in second. Then it's the E6 of Hunter Vellerud, 67X Chase Kenyon, 29 Eden Vellerud, and 49 Skyland Bloom. But Oliver Springer, number 30, your winner. Okay, we got 10 pole here for our novice 2s outside. It'll be the 5R Ryder McGough. That'll be 68X22, Henry Beetlesbacher. Out of turns 3 and 4. Whoa, a little bit of awkwardness in the start here.
Is out, drivers. Caution is out.
Oh, here once again, your Novice 1 heat race coming out of turn number 3 and 4. This time by. Green flag is out, and here we go. Oh, Jackson Balderas goes a little bit around. We got trouble here in turns 1 and 2. And the yellow flag going to fly.
Is out, drivers. Caution is out.
Henry Beetlesbacher. We got trouble here out of turn number 2. Still Ryder McGough, your race leader. Arlen Kenyon takes a peek as he's caught your leader along with Henry Beetlesbacher. We got a 4-way battle going into turn 3. Now we're going to go side by side for a second as Henry Beetlesbacher takes a look to the inside of 68 Arlen Kenyon. Give the spot to the 72. White flag coming out this time by for Ryder McGough. 1 more lap to go. Down the back straightaway they go, and one more time, let's give it up for your winner. Going to be number 5R, Ryder McGough. That's 72 Henry Beetlesbacher, 68X Arlen Kenyon, and 10J Jackson Balderas, your winner again. 5R, Ryder McGough. Rookie 2 starting up here next. Nicholas Olson, 32, will be on the pole outside. That'll be the 14 of Owen Springer. Row number 2, it's 11 of Mason Lamar. Outside, 80X Ben Martin. Row number 3, 55 Andrew Clark, 22 Regan Rinke. Row number 4, 87M Matt Taves. And the 5 of Bergen Eisenschenk. Your final starter, 13 Gray Eisenschenk. Green flag is out. Here we go. It'll be Owen Springer looking to go 2 for 2 in heat races today, jumping out to the race lead. But Matt Taves in hot pursuit in that 87. He'll get underneath. He'll take the race lead. We got trouble in the 32 and Nicholas Olson.
Out, drivers.
And the yellow flag of the flag. Don't forget, we got 50-50 tickets for sale, race fans, for your chance to win some cash. And again, that allows us to let you come in for watch racing for free and keeps the doors open. So be buying those 50-50 tickets. Your chance to win some money here tonight. Maddie's going around. She's in the main grandstand area as we speak. Last week, it was big money. I think we almost had like $300. So we'll get Nicholas Olson refired here at 32. And we'll send him back on his way here. Looks like gonna have to push that 32 in. Tough break for Nicholas Olson. He's gonna have some work to do in the feature race coming up.
Drivers, you can stop on the backstretch and I will read you your lineup.
I'd like to thank Christian Brothers Ford for coming on board here with us at the Red River Kart Club and sponsoring our end of the year 2-day shootout.
Go ahead.
Hey,
14,
And make
go
sure to
ahead.
check them out at ChristianBrothersFord.net.
55, 80X, 87M, 22, 13, 5.
I'd like to thank all of our viewers watching online on our Facebook page, as well as our Red River Kart Club YouTube page. Did not get a lap in, so we'll revert to the previous starting order. Minus the 32 of Nicholas Olson. That'll move Mason Lamar up to the pole in 11. Little antsy there, but so we'll call them all back.
Flag was not thrown, drivers. Go ahead. 11, go ahead. 14, go ahead. 55, 80X, 87M, 22, 13, 5.
So do a single file restart here. Mason Lamar will be your pole sitter here on the point. It'll be 14 Owen Springer, 55 Andrew Clark, 80X Ben Martin, 87M Matt Taves, 22 Regan Rinke, 13 Gray Eisenshank, and 5 of Bergen Eisenshank as we come around this time by. Get the green flag here. We're back underway. Down into turns number 1 and 2, Mason Lamar has the advantage, and he'll lead lap number 1. 55 Andrew Clark, though, had a peek to the inside. He'll take the race lead. Lamar gets shuffled out of the inside groove. It'll be Andrew Clark, Matt Taves, Regan Rinke, Mason Lamar, Gray Eisenshank, Ben Martin, Oliver Springer, and Bergen Eisenshank. Three-cart breakaway at the front, and Matt Taves with a look to the inside going into turn number 3, trying to make it stick. He'll do it. He'll take the race lead. Andrew Clark shuffle back to third. Regan Rinke up into second. Another lap of the books is Matt Taves, 87M. Regan Rinke, 22. Andrew Clark, 55. 13. Gray Eisenshank, 80X Ben Martin. 11, Mason Lamar. 5, Bergen Eisenshank, and 14, Oliver Springer. We knocked down another lap. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you, please keep your kids away from the fence. Keep your kids away from the fence up front. As we got one around, that is Matt Taves.
Slow it down. You can stop on the backstretch and I will redo your lineup. '87M, you can go ahead. 55. 13. 13, go ahead.
This will be 87M Matt Taves here on the restart. Then 55, Andrew Clark.
80X.
13, Gray Eisenshank. 80X Ben Martin.
5.
11, Mason Lamar. 5 of Bergen
14,
Eisenshank. 14,
and
Oliver
22.
Springer.
We are black
And
yellow.
the 22
next caution will be going to the
of
pit.
Regan Rinke. And if you're watching at home, make sure you're commenting where you're watching from, who you're watching. We really appreciate that. Check in with us. Make sure you hit the like button and the share button as well.
Green was not thrown, drivers.
Green
Stop on
flag
the
was
backstretch
not
and I will
thrown. A
redo
few
your
people
lineup.
jumping the start here, so we'll re-rack them once again.
Go ahead. 55. 13. 80X. 11. 5. 14. 22.
So again, it'll be 87M Matt Taves, 55 Andrew Clark, 13 Gray Eisenshank, 80X Ben Martin, 11 of Mason Lamar, 5 of Bergen Eisenshank, 14 Oliver Springer, and 22 Regan Rinke coming around to get the green flag here once again out of turn 4. And here we go. Down the backstretch they run here. 87M Matt Taves going to come around and knock down another lap. 3-cart breakaway. Ben Martin trying to reel him in. Got a little bit tight coming out of turn number 2. We got a little contact coming out of 4. Good save made by both Andrew Clark and Gray Eisenshank. Will stay green flag racing. It's still Matt Taves, your leader in 87M. And it's 55 Andrew Clark, 13 Gray Eisenshank, 80X Ben Martin, 5 Bergen Eisenshank, 22 Regan Rinke, 11 Mason Lamar, and Oliver Springer. A little bit of contact back to the back of the pack. Matt Taves jumping out to a big lead, though. Coming around out of turn number 4. He'll knock down another lap. Battle for second, heating on up. Gray Eisenshank the inside of Andrew Clark. He'll take the position. We got Bergen Eisenshank into the grass here in turn number 2, and the yellow flag going to fly here again.
You can stop on the backstretch and I will redo your lineup. 22, that caution was on you and we were black-yellow, so you will have to take it to the pit.
Nice to see such a big crowd here on hand.
87, go ahead. 55.
People all around the Red River Car Club. Great
13.
to see once again. Make sure you're buying those 50-50 tickets for your chance to win some cash here tonight.
5.
Maddie's right around here in the main grandstand area, and she's been selling non-stop,
14.
so that pot's going to be huge.
And 11. We are still black, yellow. Next one to cause a caution will be going to the pits.
We have been given instruction. We are under yellow, black as of the last caution. So you caused a caution. You are going to the pits. Out of turns 3 and 4, we're back under green. And Gray Eisenshake with a good restart here in 13, moving himself up into the second position. Going to come around this side by. Still Matt Taves, your race leader at 87M. Gray Eisenshake gets a run to the inside here in turn number 3, and around goes your leaders.
Caution is out, drivers. Caution is out. Slow it down. You can stop on the backstretch and I will read you your lineup. We were black, yellow, and that was your...
It'll be 55 Andrew Clark, 80X Ben Martin, 5 Bergen Eisenshake, 14 Oliver Springer, and 11 off Mason Lamar, rounding out your running order here when we come back to green this time. On a turns 3 and 4, green flag and a wave once again. Matt Taves continues to lead, stretches out about a kart length going into turn number 3. Laps starting to wind on down to still. 87M Matt Taves, 55 Andrew Clark, 80X Ben Martin, 5 of Bergen Eisenshake, 14 Oliver Springer, and 11 of Mason Lamar. Gonna knock down another lap this time by. Oh, Ben Martin getting up on the grass on the outside. Brings it back in. We'll stay green flag racing. Battle heating up front. Andrew Clark gets a run to the inside. Just took a peek. Matt Taves able to hold him on off as they come around this time by here again. It's still Matt Taves, your race leader, but Andrew Clark hot on his heels. And it's Ben Martin, Bergen Eisenshake, Oliver Springer, and Mason Lamar. Battle for third, heating on up. Here's Bergen Eisenshake. It's underneath the 80X of Ben Martin, who gets way up high. Give the spot to the 5. White flag is flown. Checkered flag in the air this time by your winner, 87M Matt Taves. It's 55 Andrew Clark, 5 Bergen Eisenshake, 80X Ben Martin, 14 Oliver Springer, and 11 of Mason Lamar. Your winner once again, it'll be number 87M. It's Matt Taves. .206 Blues on the racetrack here next. Starting on the pole for this one will be 211 Blake Bjorndal. Outside the 40 of Kyle Van Mill. Road number 2 in the double deuce. It's Grayson Speaker. Outside 84 Brody Johnson. And your final starter in 31C, it's Emmett Curtis. Nice to hear some fans out here tonight. Nice to know we're not just sitting around watching. We like hearing you make some noise, so take your cues, ladies and gentlemen, from the crew from the 31C of Emmett Curtis. All right, Jesse Skalicki looking him over and waving the green flag. Here we go. And Kyle Van Mel out like a shot here. He'll take the race lead. Grayson Speaker up into second. Emmett Curtis in third. Then it's Brody Johnson in fourth. And Blake Bjorndal rounding out your top 5. You're in lap number 1. We got a battle going on for third. Emmett Curtis trying to hold off the 84 of Brody Johnson, who got waving the tail there. And Kyle Van Mille, not wasting any time, going to jump out as far as he can out front, over half a straightaway advantage over the double deuce of Grayson Speaker. Brody Johnson just trying to get around that 31C of Emmett Curtis. Emmett keeping that thing glued to the track right now in 31C. And Blake Bjorndal rounding out your field here in 211. No change, straightaway advantage now for the 40 of Kyle Van Mille. Starting to see some traffic. That's the double deuce of Grayson Speaker, 31C Emmett Curtis, 84 Brody Johnson, and 211 Blake Bjorndal. Van Mille is blistering around this racetrack right now in that 40 machine. And he'll close on into the 211 of Blake Bjorndal, trying to put him a lap down. Bjorndal gives him room. It's Kyle Van Mille, still your race leader in 40. Then it's a double deuce of Grayson Speaker, 31C Emmett Curtis, 84 Brody Johnson. And Blake Bjorndal rounding out your top 5. Oh, Grayson Speaker slid up just a little bit. Emmett Curtis going to fill that gap right there. Going to shoot the gap and take over second. Speaker right there on the back bumper going into turn number 1. We got a 3-cart battle going on for second, third, and fourth. Coming out of turn number 4, traffic may play a factor in this. Oh, now Brody Johnson trying to get underneath the double deuce of Grayson Speaker. He'll take over the 3rd spot. That'll allow Emmett Curtis to get a little bit of breathing room here. White flag coming out this time by for number 40, Kyle Van Mille. And on to turn number 4, here comes your winner over half a lap now. It is 40, Kyle Van Mille. In second will be 31C Emmett Curtis. That's 84 Brody Johnson. Double deuce Grayson Speaker at 211 of Blake Bjorndal. Your winner again going to be number 40. It's Kyle Van Mille. Second to last heat race of the night before we do our driver meet and greet here at intermission and do our big feature races coming on up. This will be your 206 Black Slide class coming up next. 29M Macy Olson will be on the pole outside. It's 72, Kate Taves. Row number 2, 25, Alex Clark. Outside 34, Vince Noble. And your final starter in 10, it's Dominic Crocker. On to turn 3 and 4, green is out. Here we go. And it'll be Alex Clark getting the whole shot in 25. He'll come around to lead lap number 1 of the Macy Olson, Vince Noble, Dominic Crocker, and Kate Taves, your running order. No change that time by. We got a 3-cart battle. For second, third, and fourth as Vince Noble gets a run to the inside of Macy Olson, trying to put her back to third. Oh, she slides up into the grass. She'll bring it back down. We're going to stay green flag racing. It's still 25 Alex Clark, your race leader. Then it is the 34 of Vince Noble, 72 Kate Taves, been climbing on back through the field here after getting shuffled back early. And it's Dominic Crocker and Macy Olson, your running order. As we knock down another lap now, Kate Taves on the run to the inside here, turn number 3. She'll take over the second spot. It's still Alex Clark, your race leader. Kate Taves in second. Vince Noble third. Dominic Crocker fourth. Macy Olson fifth. Can they reel in your leader? It's looking like it's getting closer. The gap is closing on in. Kate Taves trying to close on and get into that top spot. It's now within about 2 to 3 cart lengths going into turn number 3. Alex Clark holding on to the lead at 25. Kate Taves closing in. Vince Noble in third. And it's Dominic Crocker and Macy Olson rounding out your running order. This time by another lap in. And now Vince Noble going to throw it in hard here in turn number 3. Kate Taves makes a great save. And the white flag is out. One more lap to go. Vince Noble trying to track down your leader. He's got to run to the inside. But has to back it down. A little contact. Out of turn 4. It's going to be a drag race. And Alex Clark holds on. And it's Vince Noble in second. Kate Taves in third. Dominic Crocker fourth. Macy Olson fifth. Your winner again. And by a nose, it's number 25, Alex Clark. And your final heat race. Again, race fans, after this, we'll be doing our meet and greet, but you got to wait till I tell you can go in. We got the gate right by the flag stand. You can come on down front, and you can go through there when I say so. Bryce Hagelberg will be on the pole here for your adult stock feature race, heat race, excuse me. That'll be 29 to the outside, the Stevenator. Road number 2 from in the 24 to be Jake Hagelberg, outside 18 Tate Magnuson. And your final starter, 17 Taryn Backer. Okay, out of turns number 3 and 4. Green flag gonna fly. It'll be 22. Bryce Hagelberg, your race leader here in lap number 1. That'll be Jake Hagelberg in the 24. 29, the Stevenator. I believe the only one that's actually a legal adult in this class. 18, Tate Magnuson. And 17, Taryn Backer, your running order coming into turns number 3 and 4 here again. With Stevenator hopping there. But still holding down to that third spot. Tate Magnuson right there and all over him. But Stevenator holding that inside position. Going to keep down third. It's 22, Bryce Hagelberg. 24, Jake Hagelberg. 29, the Stevenator. 18, Tate Magnuson. And 17, Taryn Backer, your running order. Another lap in the books, and right now, the Hagelbergs are running away with this one. Jake had a look to the inside, but Bryce able to shut the door. It's Bryce Hagelberg, Jake Hagelberg, Tate Magnuson, Stevenator, and Taryn Backer, your racing order here as we knock down another lap. Another lap knocked on down. Tate Magnuson trying to close in on your leaders. And now Taryn Backer gets a run to the inside of the Stevenator. Stevenator losing some steam here towards the end of this one. We got a battle side by side, and now Jake Hagelberg takes the race lead away from Bryce Hagelberg. Tate Magnuson closing on in here as well. Now Bryce closes into that back bumper coming out of turn number 4. Another shot at it. As Taryn Backer drops out, white flag is out one more time around. We got him into the grass on the top and the bottom. Coming out of turns number 3 and 4. Who's going to win it? Going to come down to the end. It'll be Jake Hagelberg, your race winner. With a 22 of Bryce Hagelberg in second, 18 Tate Magnuson in third, and 29 the Stevenator rounding out your running order. Your winner again going to be number 24, it's Jake Hagelberg. Hey race fans, you can make your way down to the gate, and when we let you know, you can come on through. And if you want to come down for our driver meet and greet, that'll be right down front here, right by the flag stand. Flipper, I'm going to have you stand there and be security, right? He didn't think I was serious.
My name's Jalen. I want to know how old you're supposed to be to race. how old can you be before you start racing?
I'm Riley Saylor, driver of the go-kart number 76, and the question is, how old do you have to be to race? You can race at age 5 in go-karting if you want to, but I started at age 8, and I'm 12 now, and I can still race go-karts, and I could race Legends if I want to. Thanks for the question.
The biggest thing I like, or I try to instill, is you might not win on the track, or you might not like what that kid did to you, but you can still be friends with them. As they get older, then I guess it's up to them, but when they're still at this young age, you gotta, try to keep them corralled the best you can. And it seems like everybody's getting along. There's no major discrepancies, so makes me happy. Like go-karts, for example, until you've been out there, I've driven them a couple times myself, and I won't criticize the kids, because I'll guarantee you that I couldn't beat 90% of these kids out here, even if they're 7, 8 years old. How they do it, I still don't know. And when they do it, it makes you pretty proud. So people but people that do that, I think they're mainly jealous. It's just hard to. That's not a sport, this ain't a sport. You can't talk like that, And go-karts, we've seen it on the 90-some degree days, and kids are wringing wet when they come in, And some kids couldn't even do it,
It's a workout.
It's a lot more workout than what a guy thinks it is. I never dreamt it'd be as big as it is in 1 year. We went on a whim with 10, 12 of us, do it ourselves, and it just, kept growing and kept growing, and it gets overwhelming at times, but I deal with it. I can be the lead guy, that's fine, whatever, but it's not just me. There's a lot of people that do everything. And that's what a club is all about. When the kids come in and you see a smile on your face, some kids aren't smiling because it didn't go so well, but the majority of them, they appreciate it more than they'll ever tell you. And I know, that they're happy. Like tonight, when they all got these trophies, I was just smiling ear to ear when they were taking them things home.
I'm Doug Wolfgang from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and I'm a retired sprint car driver. And my question for the go-kart racer is, why do you use the number that you do? Is it your birth date? Is it your favorite number from getting a good grade in school, the third paper in or something? What is it? Why do you use the number on the go-kart that you use?
Hi, I'm Keaton Rested, and the reason I picked the number I did is because it was my dad's number when he raced Midwest Mods.
Hey kids, want to try something really fun and different this summer? How about go-kart racing? The Red River Kart Club is a great way to meet friends, try a new sport, and most of all, go fast. The Red River Kart Club offers go-kart racing for ages 5 to adult. Karting teaches you the fundamentals of racing and can lead to a lifelong involvement in the sport. Races are held every Monday from May to September. For more information, go to redriverkartclub.com.
Hi, my name's Corky Thomas, racer of the 16 Soda Modified. This is my son Joseph, and I'd like to ask him a question. What is your long-term goals in racing?
Sprint cars.
You're going to race sprint cars?
Yeah.
How come you don't want to race a modified?
I don't know. Too boring.
Too boring? Oh, he's going to be a sprint car racer. Race with Donnie Schatz.
In 2011, Jesse moved to a different role from go-kart racer to flag official, but some of his most memorable races happened during his go-kart career.
For go-karts, we used to race in Staples, Minnesota in the Moto Dome. And came down to one of the last races, and we were really, really close for points. And I don't really think my Uncle Nick was telling me how close we actually were. Me and this one other kid were kind of going at it pretty good. And I needed to win this feature in order to have the points in the bag, and it was pretty close right away, and I ended up winning it, and it was pretty cool coming in and seeing everybody there so happy, and my uncle and everything, and so that was probably one of the biggest highlights for karts. And then Pier Sox, I probably gotta say this, a couple weeks ago here at Corn Cob Nationals, we were actually running third for most of the feature, and on the last lap, the first and second guy got tangled up a little bit, and there wasn't a whole lot of room between the wall and that first place car, but I put it up there anyways, and we were scraping the wall going down the front stretch, and that was right on the last lap. All this was happening, and came out of 4 and came across the checkered and ended up winning the thing, and it was pretty cool seeing everybody when I came in. I'm actually kind of the head flag man there at our go-kart track that my uncle and Sailor kind of run. So it's the Red River Kart Club, and a lot has changed since I kind of got out of the go-karting. I mean, it was me and our family and one other family towards the end there a couple years ago, and once we started getting things going, I'm sure you know the car count, and I think it's right around 40 carts there now, and that's pretty cool. I'm the head flag guy there, and I help out my cousin Caitlin and Carter, and it's pretty cool how many people actually show up for karting now. So just kind of helping them out and staying in it, it's pretty fun. There's always going to be complaints, you know, but it's one of those deals where it's a complaint where, you know, the one kid kind of bumped the other kid, and you're sending the one kid that was bumping to the back, and you know, the parents are not going to like that, of course, because it's just kind of racing. But I think when it's karting and they're that young, they got to kind of learn, you know, that what's right and what's wrong, and you can't just be spinning people out and then keep on racing, you know. And it's crazy how big of a difference it is when you put someone to the back or explain to them something like that, and they'll go out there and they'll race a couple inches from the other cart and not touch them the next time, you know, because they know what's right and what's wrong. So I don't know, I guess if someone wants to complain, it doesn't really bother me. I don't really care. You know, there's 4 or 5-year-olds out there right now, all the way up to 80, you know, but it's pretty cool how they can, you know, they come in, you explain to them, you know, this is what you're doing right, this is what you're doing wrong, try this out, and it's crazy how well they'll actually listen to you and go out there and try it, and they kind of figure it out for themselves after that, and they get branded pretty good, and that's cool. They get going pretty crazy around there, and you really got to trust them, especially when you're standing a couple feet from where they're going. But yeah, it's fun to be there. We'll keep on going there at the kart track, and more people I'm sure will be showing up, and so I'll be in that for a while. And as far as next year, I'm not really sure. I know I'll be racing something, but I guess we'll see what that something is next year.
Hi, I'm Dale Blaney from Hartford, Ohio. Asking the kids, what driver do you pattern your style of racing after?
My name is Chip. I learned driving from my dad because he used to drive late models, modifieds, and go-karts.
Ken Schrader, and we're up here in Minnesota racing, but I got a question for the go-kart racers, the young go-kart racers. What is it you really like about it the most? Is it that you get to go that fast? Is it sitting down low to the ground and get to go that fast? Or just that you get to drive at all? Or is it just the competition? I just want to know what it is.
Hi, my name is Chris Pittenger, and I like to race go-karts because of the competition, the racing, and I ran nationals and I got second place, and that's just the way I like about racing.
Being involved in racing his whole life, Chad was excited to get his son involved too, and he did right from the start.
Ashton was born in 2006, and right away I just put racing shirts on him. I mean, it was just my first boy. I mean, he's got to have racing shirts just like his daddy, and so and being a big Shots fan, we had a lot of Shots wear, and of course they didn't have Shot shirts that small to fit a newborn, but he came home in a Donnie Shot shirt, so we and I just kept over and over. We'd look at racing magazines and play with race cars and all that, and so I just and then one day I mean, I always kind of thought it'd be fun if he got involved with racing and whatnot, and my uncle Donnie, his boy raced go-karts, and they had kind of grown out of him, and he had one for sale, and so I went over and looked at it, and at that time Ashton was 3, so I was a little premature on it, but so I brought it home, and thought, well, we'll maybe try it next year, and so that winter or that spring I went out and talked to Nick and at the Red River Kart Club, and I said, he's a little young, and but I said I've got him driving four-wheeler and riding a snowmobile and whatnot, and so they approved it and said, yeah, we'd give it a try, and so we put a kart together and had to really shorten up the pedals and made it fit him, and so he was comfortable in it and got all the necessity safety stuff, and went out there and gave it a whirl, and about 3 weeks after he started racing, we had a little mishap that throttle had stuck on the kart, and it was nothing he did, and it was just a little malfunction on the kart, so he ended up putting it in the fence pretty hard and had to get ambulanced in and got checked out. And as we're walking out to the car, I said, so do you want to keep racing? And he goes, yeah, I want to go next week. So didn't even faze him a bit, and we fixed the kart up and put it back together, and we haven't missed a race since. The fun thing about it is it's they say racing's a big family, and it's true. It is a big family, and the friends he has made, and all the kids. I mean, they all play together, and they're all excited to see one another, and I mean that's the excitement about it. And you just look past the expense and the hard work that it takes to put something together when you see these kids, and as young as Ashton and some of the other younger kids, and they're racing in full power racing go-karts. And they're doing it, 4 and 5, and 6, 7, whatever, and they're doing it, and just that in itself, that they can control it and go through the corners and do a little bumping and do some racing at that age, I think is just phenomenal.
Hi, my name is Josh Richards, driver of the Kentucky Fuel Corporation Seabird Bat Branch's Rocket House car here. And my question for you kids is, how do you prepare for a race?
Hi, I'm Landon Backer. How I prepare for a race is I get my go-kart ready, I get all dressed, and then I pretty much go wait until I start racing.
My name is Jimmy Mars. I drive the 28 MB Custom. I was just wondering if any kids that drive the go-karts have any superstitions before you get in the race car.
Hi, my name is Parker Obregon. My superstition is I put a little guy in my pocket so for good luck.
Hi, I'm Tim Schaefer, and I'm wondering what your number really means to you with your go-kart racing.
Hi, my name is Wyatt, and my number is 00, and it means because I was born in 2000.
Ladies and gentlemen, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. We got to clear the track here. Again, attention racers. You see in the back where Jesse's got those things stand up right over there. Make sure you head on over and get your group photo here in just a little bit. And Jesse Hansen going to be taking your photo.